Okay. Hi everyone, today we are going to see a particular letter, and this is actually a semi-formal letter. So usually students will be getting confused between semi-formal and formal letter. What exactly is a semi-formal letter and what exactly is a formal letter? Semi-formal letters are letters when you know the person. From the question itself, I can understand this person is known to you because the name is already given there, Mr. Abraham, it is given. So the person is known to the writer. The writer of the letter knows the person, the addressee is known. And whether the relationship is too close, is the receiver of this letter a close acquaintance of the writer of the letter? No, not actually. So it is about a business proposal. It's about a trip. So we need to get some details from this particular person. So it becomes a semi-formal letter. So the differentiation is made here. When we have decided what type of letter, we need to decide the second thing, that what type of language we have to use in this particular thing. So what language should I use? Should I use a much formal language, or should I use a very less formal language or informal language, or should I use a language in between? So here we should not write sentences which are too formal, because that this letter is a semi-formal letter. So we are not going to write the letter in a more complex or more formal way. So we are going to write this thing in a neutral setup. So it is not too formal, it is not too informal. So first of all, we need to see the address, the addressee. So we don't need to write any address in the in any of the general task one task one letter, whether it is formal, whether it is informal, whether it is semi-formal. We are not required to write any addresses there. So we have to concentrate on the salutation. The salutation here is dear Mr. Abraham. So dear Mr. Abraham is the particular salutation, because it is given there, it is Mr. Abraham, that is the tour manager. So you are going to write. So this is the first thing we have. Now we need to say who you are and what is the purpose of your letter. The thing is that you are writing anyway, your name is written at last. So your name is Gordon. So you have written your name at last. So if you write it here in the introduction, in the purpose paragraph, then it will be a repetition. So I don't recommend you to write the name here, because you have already written the name here as Gordon. Now you have to say, indirectly say who you are and what is the purpose. So the purpose, I'm writing this letter to seek further information on the tour facilities your organization offers. So this is a concise, much formal presentation. They're asking about further information about the tour facilities the organization offers. So Mr. Abraham is a part of an organization. He is the tour manager of the organization, as per the question. So the limited number of words, The purpose is presented, and it is indirectly understood that who's the person who is writing this letter, the person who seeks information. They need information. Now, I do have some specific questions here. In your letter, you need to explain when you want to visit and how long will you stay. So what time or what days you would like to visit the particular place. Here it is. This is the particular place they want to visit, and this is the place they are starting from. Okay. So I have said we have made a discussion before. And as per the discussion, it was a preliminary discussion. A discussion was made between myself and the person, the addressee. We have discussed that our school is planning. So the school which I am a part of is planning a 3-day trip to Tenby. And I'm one of the I'm the one who is organizing the trip. So I am the organizer of the trip. So it is very clear who you are. The trip is planned to be held between 20th and 25th of this month. So we are planning the trip between these dates. And it includes 3 days sightseeing and 2 nights stay. So the plan is 3 days sightseeing and 2 nights stay there in the station. So the time duration is discussed there. Now, how many students are there in your group? So how many students are there? The number of students who are expected to come is 25. So the expected population of students is 25. And 5 of their parents would accompany them. 5 of their parents. So not all the parents, 5 of their parents will accompany them. Apart from that, in addition, we are planning to accommodate 3 senior teachers in the group to supervise the students. So we have 3 senior teachers to accompany the students, to supervise the students. So in addition to 25, 5 parents, 25 plus 5, 30, plus 3 teachers. So in total, the group would include 34 members, including me. I am the 34th member, so it is 34. Now, what type of accommodation you will be required? As no boys are included in the trip, we have decided to accommodate the students in a dormitory with adequate facilities. So the thing is a dormitory, because it's a single gender trip. No boys are there, only girls are there. It's understood. 5 students who have one of their parents with them would require single rooms. So a dormitory, additional 5 single rooms. The same facility is expected for the other staff, including me. Other staff means 3 teachers, and so 4 more single rooms. 5 plus 4, 9 single rooms, and a dormitory is a requirement. I look forward to receive detailed information on travel schedule and accommodation so that we could make an ultimate decision on the trip. So a detailed information on travel schedule and accommodation. The schedule and accommodation, you need to give a detailed uh, information here, so that we could make an ultimate decision, so that the organizer, as an organizer, I have to make an ultimate decision on this trip. You are sincerely, because you have written the name, dear Mr. Abraham, so you are sincerely. If it was dear sir or dear madam, it would have been yours faithfully. The name is there. One problem I find with this particular letter is nothing else. It doesn't seems to be serious, but it is serious. The destination is set, but the starting point is not mentioned anywhere in the letter. This is an important data. It should be included, because the tour manager should know the necessary information. It's a very vital information. So this particular place, Brighton, it's not mentioned anywhere in the letter. So we need to include that particular thing inside the letter, or else the letter will be incomplete and you won't be getting the required score. It won't be perfect. So that is a vital information. If you miss that vital information, your score will be compromised. Okay. So that's it, and I hope you have understood this session. Thank you.